Alrighty, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we are doing a trading Lauri Markkanen Utah Jazz rebuild in NBA 2K26. So there have been a lot of rumors about Lauri Markkanen potentially being traded at the trade deadline. There were some reports that say there's no way that Markkanen's going to be on the team next season. And I kind of agree with those reports, obviously. I don't think he matches what the Utah Jazz timeline is. I feel like they should be more invested in Ace Bailey. Don't get me wrong, Irv Martin is a great player, but he's obviously not going to lead this team to the playoffs. This team probably is going to make the playoffs for a minute. So yeah, I feel like trading him makes the most sense. I feel they should trade him this offseason. I don't know why they were still holding on to him. They should have traded him at his best value when he had his best season in 2023 or 2024. They should have traded him in one of those years. But now he's kind of at the lowest value out of his time with Utah, in my opinion. Obviously, he didn't have the best season, 19 points, was not the most efficient as well. So I feel like they should have traded him these 2 years. Holding on to him wasn't the right decision. Obviously, should have traded him while he was at his best value. They could have got a lot in return for him, in my opinion. I mean, a lot if they decided to trade him. But he should have a lot of value at the trade deadline, in my opinion. You know, he's a good shooter. He can fit with a lot of teams. And he's another scoring option as well. There also have been a lot of rumors about Walker Kessler, too. Apparently, the Utah Jazz and Walker Kessler aren't going to agree to a contract extension throughout this season. So, said the Utah Jazz might try and trade him. So, honestly, we might do both at the trade line. Trade Lauri Markkanen and Walker Kessler. We can fully reset this thing. Everything is already reset. Obviously, Utah Jazz kind of have a problem of holding on to players. They should have traded Clarkson a long time ago. They said bought him out instead. They should have traded Colin Sexton a long time ago. They had to accept a bad package to get rid of him. Like, he was like Yusuf Nurkic for Colin Sexton. Obviously, that's not the trade package. I feel like they could have got more earlier. And there's some other examples as well. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and simulate to the deadline. I do have injuries on once again. So your rotation heading into the season is Keontae George, Ace Bailey, Lauri Markkanen, Kyle Filipowski, Walker Kessler, Isaiah Collier, Yusuf Nurkic, Bryce Sensabaugh, Georges Niang, and then we're gonna go ahead and run probably like 11 to 10 man rotation. So there's a rebuilding team. We're not gonna be good, just so you guys know. So I'm gonna go ahead instead of playing Georges Niang, I'm gonna go ahead and play Walter Clayton Jr. Obviously, Walter Clayton is somebody I'm really high on. He was really good throughout college, so I expect good things from him. And then I'm gonna play Hendricks, obviously coming off like that gruesome leg injury. Hopefully, he can still become the same player he once was. And then it doesn't matter if we play with the 11 spot. We could just go 10-man rotation, but we're gonna deal with injuries anyway. So all right, I'll see you guys at the trade line for when we trade Lauri Markkanen and Walker Kessler. I'm gonna see if I can make this trade with the Detroit Pistons at the trade around. We trade Lauri Markkanen, Georges Niang, and Kevin Love to the Detroit Pistons for Duncan Robinson, Tobias Harris, Ron Holland, and 2 first-round picks and a second-round pick from the Detroit Pistons. So they don't really value him much at all. Only 3 stars, the same amount of Ron Holland. So that's not good starter. But I move him to power forward. I feel that made more sense for the Pistons. They move him to power forward. So I'm gonna offer it. They obviously they decline it. Not obviously. I didn't expect them to decline it. So is there anything else we could throw in there? Maybe I'm not throwing them Kessler too. I want to use Kessler in a separate trade so they can get more assets. But so far they don't love this package. So I don't think there's anything else, any other contract we can use. I mean, Tobias Harris has to be in there. Robinson has to be in there, and Ron Holland, in my opinion. Okay, so I removed the second round pick, and they just countered me with this. Like I said, I'm not trading Kessler as well, so it is the only way they might do it. So, what if? All right, if they really want to keep, which I think makes no sense, they want to keep Tobias Harris. How about we just completely reset the trade, basically? So, they have to be Duncan Rob, so it would have to be here. This money just makes too much sense to trade. Low key, I might make this trade go through because for superstar trades, it's impossible to work in 2K, and I feel like the most realistic team for marketing to go to is low key the Detroit. But or I can make a trade with the Hornets. Maybe they'd have interest, or maybe like the Miami Heat, or some other team. It doesn't really matter. Maybe one of these teams have interest. I don't know. I guess we could try the Charlotte Hornets, see if they would make more sense for him. Sure, we'll try the Hornets, I guess. Maybe they want like a big that can stretch the floor. Not a center, but he can obviously play small forward, power forward, and center. So I feel like it makes sense for both teams to do honestly. So Miles Bridges' contract will have to be in there. And then whatever else. All right, here's the trade I want to discuss for the Chargers. They value him a little bit more, I think so. So it's Lauri Markkanen, Kyle Anderson, Kevin Love, and Georgia State, basically salary filler for Miles Bridges, Grant Williams, Josh Green, John Salon, and a good pick swap in 2026 and in 2029 unprotected first round pick with the Charlotte Hornets. So I think it's a pretty fair package in my opinion. They're not giving up a lot for a guy like Markkanen, not at all, obviously. So, and he's having a pretty good season. So I'm going to offer this, see what they say. I've trade over right on just in case a trade doesn't make sense. They decline. So maybe T. Salon. I want to get a young player out of this though, but I'm fine with just I'm fine with just taking maybe somebody worse like I mean Pack. We didn't have to at this point. We don't have to include the last player. We could just do something like this. So yeah, well, they just get it done. Obviously, not taking on much. They counter me. They want Walter Clayton and a pick swap. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Obviously, I'm not treating Walter Clayton. We can get a okay. So I'm not trading Walter Clayton, but is there anybody else who has 2-star value on this team that could trade? So Hendricks. I don't know if Kenny and Martin. Cody Williams. I completely forgot about Cody Williams in the G League right now. I'll call him up in a minute, but if Kenny and Martin has 2-star value, I'm gonna uninjure him because he's day to day. I'm gonna probably uninjure him. He's gonna come back soon. I don't know why it's a rule you can't trade injured players, but I'm gonna uninjure him, see if he has 2-star value. If not, I wouldn't mind trading like Bryson's about to get. I don't know, man. All right, so we got Kenyon Martin on injury. We also moved some position. We always got the small four. They're now 2-star value. So now can we get Salon? And can we make the? I think we're gonna get this trade to go through. But now can we get Salon? Not these guys are more value than moving the small four. Let's offer this now. They decline me. So okay, what about there's no Salon? And then no, I get George's name. What do they say? Hopefully they say yes to this. Hopefully this is enough. They decline me. They counter me. They want Filipowski, looking me, Pat Connaughton. Getting closer, man. I really don't want to trade Filipowski. That's the thing about it. Like, I wouldn't hate trading Hendricks at this point. He hasn't really developed. He was a ninth overall pick. It sucks to get rid of him, but I'd be willing to trade Hendricks if it gets it done. Also, Hendricks for I mean, it doesn't matter at this point. So like, Hawk Renner, he has 1-star value. Never know, he can't do that. It's a little too less money. So need a little bit more. McNeely, still not enough, man. All right, whatever. Connington, okay. Just get it done, please. They still say no, they're not interested. They're closer to agreeing to it. Although another second. If not, I'm gonna make this trade go. There we go. I finally agree. So sucks we had to trade Hendricks, but we got 13 we wanted without using trade override, which I love. I don't know why superstar trades. I mean, we consider Roy Martin a superstar or a borderline star or something like that. We finally got that done. That was annoying. That took longer than I expected. Next, Walker Kessler. He's already mad at us. His morale's going down. He's down 4 overall. He said, I spent enough time with the Jazz. It's time for me to move on. So, yeah, he's definitely not signing an extension in the offseason. So, it is time to trade him away next. Lakers are one of the team that have shown interest in Walker Kessler. They actually checked up on a trade for him recently. So, I feel this would make some sense for us to do. I wonder if we can get more than connecting the first. I don't think there's any way to get their 2030 pick. There's like no way they say yes to this, but it's at least worth a try. They want Josh Green and a pick, so I think Gabe Vincent. They're actually considering this. Wow. But it's Walker guys are worth 2 first-round picks, or were the Jazz is buffing about their trade asking price. Probably worth buffing. I don't think Kessler's worth this much, but I think eventually they're gonna have to settle on something less. So I'm just fine with doing a trade like this. Honestly, I'm not even gonna try and stretch it at this point. I'm just gonna do the trade. We already tried so much stuff at this point. So connecting the first round pick for Kessler, we'll do it. The Lakers have shown the most interest, I think, in the past. So don't connect. Welcome to the team. So we get another guy that can potentially be good for us. So I'm liking how this is going so far. We're now the 15th seed. We're 13-38 on this season. So your rotation heading into this season. So we might as well just play Keontae George at the 2 now. Might as well just do that at this point. So yeah, this is not gonna look good. This team is gonna be so bad. So we got Isaiah Collier, Keontae George, Ace Bailey, Miles Bridges, Yusuf Nurkic, Kyle Filipowski, Dalton Connect, Bryce Sensabaugh, Georges Niang, and Josh Green. Grant Williams. Yeah, this team is absolutely terrible. So I'm just gonna go out and play for Kessler. Not worries. Walter Clayton 16 minutes off the bench. We don't even have to play Georges Niang or Kevin Love. Georges Niang was actually pretty good, 55% from 3, but it was only a 16 game. Still was impressive, but all right, we traded everybody we need to trade. I will now see you guys at the end of this season. Hopefully, we're not so bad that they're going to be protecting number 1 and we're just going to fall to 5 because that's usually what happens. So I don't expect much luck in the draft because we're so bad, sadly. Nikola Jokic is your MVP at the end of the season. Cooper Flag Rookie of the Year. Russell Westbrook, 6-man Philly. Okay. Defensive player going to Wembanyama. Most improved going to Nemanja Kita. Clutch player going to Kevin Durant. Coach, you're going to Jason Kidd. Alexander Panel as your executive. NBA MVP does go to James Harden. He's an All-NBA first team, All-NBA second team, All-NBA third team. As you can see, we do see some injuries here, but we obviously didn't make the playoffs. We finished off actually as the 15th seed. We were the worst team in the league. So we're not going to give them an overall pick because 99% of the time, when you're the worst team in the league, you usually fall to 4 or 5. You're not going to get number 1. It's not going to happen. So I'm not expecting much here, sadly. So that sucks. Player stats, we had about 19 from Miles Bridges, 14 from Keontae George, 12.5 from Ace Bailey, 12 from Dolan Connect. Collier's hurt right now with a broken left leg. 11 from Kyle Filipowski. We had about 11 from Bryson. Dude, I completely forgot about Cody Williams. Why was he even in the G League? I low-key feel bad. I did not mean to play him in the G League throughout the entire year. He's obviously not supposed to be in the G League. He was supposed to be playing. This could have been the perfect opportunity for him to play. This is the worst we're ever going to be. Wow. Damn, I didn't even know. I don't know why they even had him in the G League. They shouldn't have even had him in the G League. So next year, we'll definitely look to get him involved. He didn't even play his entire second season. That's low-key crazy. But do we even look at our offensive and defensive rating? I already known it was bad. So offensive rating, we're the worst in the league, weren't we? So third worst offense in the league. Defensive rating, we were okay. Yeah, it was just, like I said, bad. There was no point in looking at that. But, man, I'm really upset we couldn't get Cody Williams involved, man. He's somebody I do like, but he hasn't really panned out in the league just yet. Kevin Love is going to retire. I tried to trade him, but he just weren't any good offers. Like, no teams were really interested in Kevin Love. LeBron James was going to call it. But heading into the draft lottery, we are going to be projecting the number, or actually, the Oklahoma City Thunder do have our pick, but I believe it's like lottery protected or something like that. We also have the 8th overall pick from I think, the Kessler trade we made, so that's nice. So we can see where these picks land. So we will at least have 2 lottery picks, which is nice. We actually have number 1. Oh my gosh. Okay. I did not expect it because usually it doesn't happen when you have the worst record. You usually don't have the number overall pick, and this time we actually were able to get it. Oh my goodness. Thank you, 2K, finally, for giving me the number 1 overall pick. It's been a minute since I had it. So yeah, I absolutely love that. Getting number 1. We're either selecting Asian Vance or Darren Peterson. It's been a minute since I took Darren Peterson, so I think that's low-key who I'm going to take. I remember taking the Banzer recently, so I'm probably going to go with Darren Peterson here. I feel like we already have kind of similar to like the Banzer and Ace Bailey, and we definitely need our guard of the future. So Darren Peterson will be the selection here, but thank you, 2K. You're finally giving me number 1. We also have like pick 13. I've seen that pick fell all the way to 13. Of course it did. I believe it was a pick swap, so anything could have happened, but finally, worst record, number 1 overall pick. The Jazz got what they needed. This doesn't happen. This is like really rare this happens, so I'm going to enjoy this 100%. So we got it. Will Hardy, we'll probably keep him for another season. Is there any trades you want to make before draft night? Well, Bridges will be expiring, so we'll just probably keep him. There's nobody I really want to trade. Everybody's really on kind of like a rookie contract. Josh Green and Grant Williams. So next year, we will have cap space throughout these 2 seasons. So I'm excited to see what happens. Let's head straight into the draft and draft our guy, Darren Peterson. This is really rare this happens. This usually doesn't happen. I'm going to tell you guys this right now. But yeah, Darren Peterson's going to be the pick. So at the number 1 overall pick in the draft, Utah has about to select Darren Peterson. Darren Peterson, welcome to Utah. 16 assists in college is crazy. Number 2 is going to be DeBanza to the Hornets. So the Hornets still got a good pick. Maybe we asked for the wrong pick. Number 3 is going to be Dash Daniels. Number 4 is going to be Cameron Boozer. Number 5 is going to be Nate Ahmed. Number 6 is going to be Kareem Lopez to the Hawks. 7 is going to be Isaiah Evans to the Kings. 8 is going to be Caleb Wilson to the Grizzlies. 9 is going to be Mikael Brown to the Blazers. 10, we got Jaden Quaintance to the Raptors. We got Chris Sinat going to the Pacers. That's a great pick for them. They definitely need a center of the future. Dame Sarr going to the Bucks, which means we're on the board. Now we got Darius Akuff. We could double down on guard, honestly. Darius Akuff looks like it says a future all-star Although I know he's not the best three-point shooter in this draft class. Benny, Lamont, Alex, Kobe P. I might take Kobe P with this pick. I heard good things about him, or at least I saw good things about him. He's developed into a pretty good player. So give me Kobe P with this pick. I don't want to double down on guard. So, okay, Darren Peterson was the best player in the draft, and then Kobe Pete was a 74, so I'll absolutely take that. But overall, Darius Akuf Jr., though. Darius Akuf Jr. was a 75. So, all right, you couldn't really go wrong with the picks. Both picks were really good. So I'm going to accept everybody here, Cody Williams, especially him. And then I'm not going to extend anybody here. I'm going to head straight to free agency. We don't have the amount of cap space like for a max player, but we have a solid amount, definitely. In total, we have about a lot of cap room. We have 39 million, so just about a max. So, okay. We got Darren Peterson. I don't know why I said Daryl Peterson. His real name is Darren Peterson. Might be a typo or something like that. I don't know. Darren Peterson, Isaiah Collier, Walter Clayton Jr. So that's our guard rotation. Keontae George, Ace Bailey, Don Connect, Bryce Sensabaugh, Kobe Pete, Josh Green, and Cody. We'll have a lot of small forward. We'll one of these guys to the two or something like that. Bridges, I'm probably gonna move Filipowski to center. I feel like he makes more sense at center, so I don't know if he'll be our starter, but he'll definitely play center for us. I want to move some positions around as well. Connect are probably, or one of these guys are gonna move to the two, definitely. One of these guys. Let's move Connect to the two, but there has to be a center we can sign for to do. Walker Kessler is still mad, dude. I literally traded you to the Lakers. Why are you mad? I'm gonna sign a center in free agency. I feel like that's what we need at this point. It's like a center that most people have gave up on that we can offer a contract to, that could maybe start for us sometimes. So Day'Ron Sharpe, people haven't given up on him, but I still like the idea of Day'Ron Sharpe. We're gonna sign Day'Ron Sharpe to a deal, and we're gonna sign as young players in free agency, man. So Chris Murray, people have definitely. How many players we can afford that many? Okay, so we can afford like 2 roster spots, so that we could sign. So I guess. Oh, another young player. We can maybe sign to like Tari Easton if we want to. I don't want to go that direction. So Chris Murray's an option, definitely. We could just leave that last spot open, but we're gonna make sure we sign Day'Ron Sharpe though. 1 year dream. That's my look. All we do. I know we might need to sign players because injuries are gonna happen. So I'll sign a power forward, sure. So Harris, somebody I could have gotten, but the Pistons didn't want to give up what they wanted. But I'm happy we trade the Hornets instead. Champagne guy, Jabari Walker. So Jabari Walker, Chris Murray. We'll sign Chris Murray. So Chris Murray. Now I got to offer him 2 year deal. How about 1 year, $5 million for Chris Murray? So Chris Murray should sign that. We got him, and now we have our four. I did move Connect to the two, like I said, if I already said that. So I'm hoping Ace Bailey can develop, and I'm hoping we can see them develop from our other guys like Keontae George. I might switch Keontae George and Darren Peterson's positions around. I think Peterson will make more sense at the two. And I think Keontae George, or I mean, I don't know. It really doesn't matter, in my opinion. So player progression, Ace Bailey's up to an 83. Keontae George up to an 84. I mean, 82, my bad. Don't connect to an 81. Bridges regressing, which is fine. Collier and Philip Housley didn't go as much as I want him to. Sensabaugh and Clayton definitely did, though. Cody Williams up to a 77. He'll get the playing time this year, trust me. Josh Green is up. Sharp, Chris Murray is up. Everybody's regressing at a high level, which we need. So obviously, we kind of know who we're building around. Ace Bailey and Darren Peterson is the future. Everybody else, maybe Clayton could stay out. He's the guy that I think could be a really good backup point guard for us. The draft picks are going to come in. So I feel like we're establishing something here. Finally, in Utah, we have a goal at least. So, okay, we're running a balanced system. You're changing hands this season. It's Darren Peterson, Keontae George, Ace Bailey, Miles Bridges, Kyle Filipowski, Don Connect, Isaiah Collier, Bryce Sensabaugh, Walter Clayton, and then Cody Williams. Low key, I was gonna say this is a way we can play Cody Williams more minutes, but he'll get playing time. That's really all we need at this point. Injuries will happen, like I said, and then for the 11th spot, I'm gonna go ahead and give these minutes to Kobe Pete over Josh Green, in my opinion, and then Day'Ron Sharpe and Chris Murray sadly aren't playing, which sucks, but they'll get in as time goes on. And then, like I said, injuries will happen. So I'll go ahead and see you guys probably at the end of this season. If there's a team that wants all the Bridges and they want to give me a solid package for him or a solid trade, expiring contract, like a protected first round pick might be the most realistic thing. I'd make that trade, but I don't know if we might just let him expire. But I'll see you at the end of the season. We obviously start off a terrible record. Trading Miles Bridges, we are trading Josh Green because he's taking minutes away from our guy Kobe P, and I don't really want that. So I'm gonna trade away him to the Houston Rockets. They probably need somebody like him for Adams. I don't think he's worth the unprotected pick. Just give me like a couple seconds, we can call it a day. So Adams in like 3 seconds for Josh Green. If we can do something like this, they agree. So Adams won't play at all. Be another center, I guess. Then Mace Bailey's injured right now. He is dealing with a broken left ankle, so that's tough. But that should go ahead and put okay, it puts Chris Murray in the rotation. I have it like where I auto fix this, so because of injury, so I can't really like do that. Or I'm not gonna trade Chris Murray, but I'll just put him in there. So at least we're getting more minutes to Kobe Pete, I guess. We got something working at the deadline. I'm not gonna trade. I'm gonna let Madrid expire in the offseason. They don't already good offers for him anyway. So okay, once Ace Bailey comes back, right now we're 12-38. 15 seed, so it'll be another bad year. It's the MVP, Agent Advance, the Rookie of the Year, Darren Peterson robbed. Six men, Austin Reeves in Chicago. Okay, defensive player going to Wemby, most improved going to Dillingham. Clutch player goes to Wembanyama. Coach of the Year goes to Jason Kidd. Jordan Hopkins is your executive. Evan Mobley, NBA Cup MVP. So all NBA first team. Goodonta recovering from injury. All NBA second team, Josh Giddey. Bro, what did Josh Giddey do on the All NBA second team? He had a good season, I guess. But yeah, once again, at least we had Darren Peterson making the all rookie first team. Do we have oh no, we didn't have the other guy making it, Kobe. But all right, we ended up missing the playoffs, which was pretty obvious. Once again, we weren't gonna make it either way. I don't even know if we're gonna make it in 26-56. We weren't the worst team in the league, so at least we'll have a shot last. I can't really say that because we got it last year, but 18 from Darren Peterson, six assists, 5 rebounds. I guess maybe it was 3-point efficiency, but that'll get better as time goes on. 16 from Ace Bailey, 15 from Miles Bridges, 14.5 from George, 14 from Dolan Connect, 12. You have to re-sign County George. It is. We'll have to decide what we want to do on that. 9 from Filipowski, 9 from Walter Clayton. I want to get our center of the future eventually. I just don't know who it's going to be or when we're going to do it. Kobe Pete averaged 8 points per game. I wish we would have got him more minutes, but it didn't really work out. Okay. My goal in the offseason is to add another, obviously, rookie to this team. I don't really know what my goal is yet. I'm going to lie with you, but all these players that are retiring. Heading into the draft lottery, what pick are we projected? Do we even have our pick? Now I think about it. We are projected Celtics, Hornets. Okay, it says Oklahoma City Thunder, but I believe it's like lottery protected again, so we should have this pick. I think so, but I don't really know. I'm gonna sim the draft and see what happens. We're gonna land. Okay, it says the Thunder have it, but I don't know if that's actually the case. It seems a little too sketchy. The Lakers pick comes in pick 21 because they made the playoffs. They have Luka Doncic. Obviously, the Mavericks kind of screwed that up, but I don't know. I think we should have the second overall pick because if we do, I love it. I ain't gonna lie. I love to add Stokes to this team or somebody else, but I don't know. I'm gonna see because I'm pretty sure we should have it. I'm like pretty sure we should have number 2. I'm gonna look into it though. Into it, and we actually do have the first round pick. I knew it, man. I knew we didn't. I know I picked to go to the Thunder, but I offered 4 head coaches. I offered Joe Mazzulla, Billy Donovan, Will Hardy, and Jason Kidd. So we're not going to get Jason Kidd, but we can sign Will Hardy, Billy Donovan, and Joe Mazzulla. I think I'll low-key go with Joe Mazzulla. I'm going to move on from Will Hardy at this point. I'm going to get Joe Mazzulla to be our new head coach, just stealing from the Celtics, although I think he signed an extension, but oh well. All right. We have the second overall pick and a couple late first round picks. Do we want to add 3 rookies to this team? Or do we want to trade them to the lottery again? I guess these 3 rookies could become something at the end of the day. So really doesn't matter to me too much. We're still rebuilding team anyway. So all right, what do we want to do? So like I said, we do need our center of the future. Hopefully we can land that. We have the second overall pick in the draft. I don't think we're going to be adding Tyron Stokes. So we'll see who we do land those. Number 1 is going to be Stokes to Philadelphia, which means we're going to take. Well, let's look at all that. So Baba looks like, okay, I mean, it's only 2 games, but I mean, it's pretty impressive. We might go through ranking, right? Ranking first. So Christian Collins, he's the best player, which I actually agreed. When I draft Christian Collins, he ends up being so good, and he's Hall of Fame ceiling. So Cesar Nunez, Hall of Fame ceiling, really? I don't know if I should take him because it says 65 overall rated projected by your scout. So I don't think I should fall for this at all. No, it does say Hall of. Dude, if I see him with my later first round pick, I'll take him. But I do not want to take. It says 65. Imagine if he ends up actually being a 65 overall. I don't want to take that risk. We're literally the Utah Jazz. So I think we take or Mika. This Mika guy would be pretty good, but we have to take the Hall of Fame guy. I'm gonna take Christian Collins because Christian Collins, welcome to Utah. And then, like I said, if that guy, I low key want to use my. I'm gonna use pick 21 to 26. See if I get like a lottery pick in. So would the Bulls be interested? They actually shouldn't have this pick. Never mind. I should. That pick was to go to Portland, so they shouldn't have that pick. What about Oklahoma City? I don't think so. They're a contender anyway, so never mind. Pick 10 from the Rockets. They want to make a trade. They want okay, too much, way too much. But I'll be want to trade the second round pick, I guess, for it. So they want to give it up. So all right, pick 11. I'm gonna keep trying until I get a trade done. What pick 15? Whatever. I want to be in the lottery, but it's whatever. So is that guy still on the board? Like I said, part of me doesn't really want to take him. Like I said, he's if he's a 65, he's 6'10 though. Like that's what makes me want to take him. We can literally take somebody else or probably be better right now, but I don't know. I'm gonna take him. Cesar Nunez, welcome to the freaking Utah Jazz, man. Loki, I don't bro, if you are the actual 65 overall, I'm going to be mad. That's a bust right off the bat. Christian Collins was 76. What is Cesar Nunez? A 65. We absolutely this is absolutely a bust. We absolutely got fleeced. So I can only blame myself for that. I don't know why the Hall of Fame ceiling. There's no way my scouts viewed him as a Hall of Fame. Whatever. I mean, the scouts kind of said he was bad at 65 overall, but whatever, bro. Well, maybe he does become like a 90 overall in a couple of years. Maybe I'm just wrong, but who knows? But okay. Keontae George is here. We got Bryce Sensabaugh. So I'm gonna let Miles Bridges and Grant Williams go. And I think we might have to Sensabaugh asking for a lot of money, so we could re-sign him. But there's already so many players there, we might just let him walk for free. That maybe should have traded him. We could probably make a sign and trade for him, but Keontae George is a free agent, and he asks for $30 million. I don't think I could pay him that. We might end up stretching him and waiting him out. So I'm gonna announce everybody else. I don't think we're able to re-sign Sensabaugh with all the log games that we have. George's getting offers, not nothing crazy. We have money in free agency, no. So we got Daryl Peterson, Collier, Walter Clayton Jr., Connect, Ace Bailey, Cody Williams, Christian Collins, Kobe P. These are Nunez, Filipowski, and Adams. So I think eventually we might have to get our center. There's just not any good options, man. We're in a single good center here. I was like Jokic and Wemby, but obviously it was not going to be possible. It wasn't a single good center option. Waiting for free agency to have some, but we might have to make a trade for one. Maybe at the deadline, maybe even now. I don't know. We might. Wait, could we trade Keontae George for a center? That might be our best get. What if we sign and trade? Because obviously Filipowski is in the long term. I would much rather have him as a backup. What if we sign and trade Keontae George for a center? Because I don't know if we'll be able to use him anymore. I'm going to move Peterson to the 2. I feel like he's making more sense there. But, it's an interesting idea. We'll be without a point guard, though. So, I don't know. That's an interesting idea. Has offered him a contract because other teams are trying to offer him to Clippers and Bucks. So he had interest around the league, maybe to become a star for us or somebody in the future. But I am low-key, like I said, since Bob's getting offered as well, I'm probably going to let him go to the whatever team he wants to. But I want to trade away Keontae George. I don't think he really fits what we need no more for Bam Adebayo. Obviously, he'd be a great – if there's any other center – there's not many good centers in this game anymore. So if you look, there's some damn good power forwards though. Maybe Evan Mobley will become available for a trade. He probably fit the timeline a little better. Let's see. I don't even know if it become available. I'll try both. I mean, why not? Are rebuilding too, according to Team Intel and the Miami Heat. The Heat are rebuilding. The Cavaliers are rebuilding. So I mean, we might as well try Evan Mobley, right? Just screw it. So okay, Evan Mobley. For Keontae George is $34 million. We can actually just absorb his contract too. That's nice. We might have to trade something. Their use, obviously. Maybe we actually low key. I trade Cesar Nunez. We absolutely got we absolutely got bamboozled with that. And then maybe it has to be Cody Williams. Honestly, I'm cool with it. So Keontae George, Cesar Nunez, Cody. I don't think we have a good enough package, but this Lakers pick will have to be in there. And then my 2031 protected pick for Evan Mobley. I don't know if they say yes to this, but we'll see. They decline, which is fair. I don't think there's anything else we could throw in there. We could trade like Kobe P, but trade a second round pick. So yeah, it's not going to be enough. All right, we'll go to the Miami Heat and talk a Bam Adebayo trade next. Just a 2 overall downgrade. Obviously, still really good. So Keontae George, we can see what Cesar Nunez develops into. I guess we don't have to trade him, so we can trade probably one of these guys instead. So Cody Williams hasn't really developed much for us. So Keontae George, Cody Williams. This Lakers pick, I think they'll be pretty good, right? They re-signed Luca and stuff, right? So yeah, Luca's still here. They have a respectable roster, I guess. So Keontae or Cody Williams, this Lakers pick, and then maybe Adams, like I don't know. And then let's say it's this 2031 unprotected pick with Adam. I mean, who knows if this is enough? This might not be enough. They might decline me straight up, but I think they'll say yes to it. They do. So Bam Adebayo, welcome to the Utah Jazz. 30 years old. Would have loved Evan Mobley. Maybe we didn't offer enough. I think maybe we could have actually got him, but Evan Mobley, we got Bam Adebayo. I'll take it. So Bam Adebayo, welcome to Utah. And then after trading Cleveland, do we re-sign Sinsabat? I still don't think we do. I like Collins and Kobe Pete more, although we don't have a starting power forward. So I'm going to move Christian Collins to power forward, actually. Going for us, maybe we do re-sign Bryson Sinsabat, man. Maybe we do for some more forward depth. So let's bring him back. I was gonna last and not re-sign him, but let's bring him back now that he's here, and then we'll sound like a power forward for like minimum contract, nothing crazy. Taylor Hendricks, what did he become for the Orlando Magic or the Charlotte Hornets? So Hornets let him go. He signed the Magic. Nothing too crazy. So Jenkins, Aaron Wiggins, Yabusele, Bol, Chua. It doesn't have to be nothing crazy. So we'll just go ahead and sign Santi Aldama to like a 1-year deal. $5 million. So we'll see if he signs. So Santi Aldama signs. Sinsabat wants to go to the Suns, but I'm gonna match us. I do want him back. So okay, this is how our team was looking like. Player progressions coming up. 89 overall. I'm expecting a breakout season from Ace Bailey this year. I put it to Tennessee and all. Bam Adebayo is even progressing upward. Darren Peterson is up to an 86. Filipowski's up to an 83. Connect is up. Collier's up. Clayton is up. So we'll give Clayton or Collier a chance to start at point guard. If not, we can obviously move on. But I'm fine. I'm happy we got Christian Collins here. Obviously. So I'm gonna be honest. I'm moving to power forward. He went on to a 72 overall. I pushed him back up, and I feel that's dumb in my opinion. A forward shouldn't have to really go down if they move. I mean, I guess, but I just feel like it made sense. He was 6'10". He could play that position. I think I downloaded the wrong draft class, 2028 draft class. I think I downloaded 2029. The 2028 draft class will be in there. Then power ranking lands is 8th. Not bad by any means. Do we have our future pick? We do. We've traded the Lakers pick. Hopefully that pick doesn't be good. Okay, Walter Clayton will start at point guard, actually, which I'm cool with. Walter Clayton, Darren Peterson, Ace Bailey. They want to start Aldama, but I'm going to go ahead and start Christian Collins. So I'm going to make Aldama a fourth song. So I don't know why I started saying Aldama, but he was just a backup power forward because their Nunez obviously wasn't going to be. That's a 65 overall. So that's still so crazy to me, but we'll put him on a fourth star for this one season. So Clayton, Peterson, Ace Bailey, Christian Collins. Hopefully, this could be our starting five in the future. We might have to make some moves at point guard if Walter Clayton isn't it. But Filipowski, Connect, Collier, Sensabaugh. The team doesn't look bad. I mean, yeah, the team honestly looks pretty good. Kobe P isn't playing, but he'll definitely get in if somebody gets hurt. So he'll get playing time eventually. But I will see you guys now at the end of the season. I mean, maybe we can make the play in this year. Who knows, man? It's your MVP, Christian Collins. Dude, this guy is so good. Rookie of the year, 17 points off the bat, 41% from three. He's actually not 6'10". I don't know why I said that. But he's got incredible. He's 6'8", still really tall as a power forward. Cody Williams, the most improved player. I guess you consider 4 points up to 9 points most improved player. Sure. I mean, shout out to Cody Williams. I guess he's driving somewhere else. He wasn't going to drive here. I'm just telling you guys that. Peterson didn't make All-NBA second team, which is amazing. We did make the play-in at the 7th seed. So close to making it side the offs, but we're 2 games away. 45 and 37 on this season, so you absolutely love to see it. We can look at our offensive and defensive rating now. Offensive rating, we're number 2. So our offense is good. Wow, okay. Defensive rating, this is probably where we were bad at. Defensive rating, our defense is 23rd. That'll improve, though. We got the Warriors in the first game of the play-in. Can we get in? We're going to lose the first game. In the second game, we got the Phoenix Suns. Are we going to lose inside the play-in? We are. So we lose the 2 straight games, we really didn't get in. But the players has about 22 from Ace Bailey, 21 from Darren Peterson. They both play 82 games. All 3 of them play 82 games. Christian Collins as well. Bam Adebayo, 15 points per game. We had 10 from Dalton Connect, 8 from Kobe P, 8 from Isaiah Collier, 8 from Philip. Okay, I'm gonna lie, or 8 from Clayton and Filipowski. But we don't really have a point guard, man. Isaiah Collier isn't that good in 2K. Clayton is all right, but I don't really think like the one. I want like a really good like playmaking point guard. We don't have that right now. 8 from Filipowski, Sensabaugh dislocated his left patella, and it would be out 6 to 8 weeks. Only played 35 games. That did give Kobe P a shot to play. So yeah, I don't really know what we're going. I think point guard and defense is the main concerns with this team. The Hawks going to win a championship. We'll be in the playoffs next year, definitely. Hopefully, at least that's the case. We'll be in. But heading into the draft, Lauri is going to be a long rebuild. I hope you guys know this already. We're going to be projected pick 14 in the drafts, and we're going to finish with the number 14 pick in the draft. So I was probably eventually, yes, we got pick 14. Just a little less the playoffs. That's nice. The play in, almost so close to being inside the playoffs. But okay. Isaiah Collier is a free agent, so I think what we'll do with him is we'll apply like the sign and trade him. I don't see him having much value with this team anymore. He was the 29th pick in the draft, but I remember in the draft, he was projected to go like in the lottery at one point, maybe even top 10, but he hasn't really panned out to be the player. He's inefficient from three and inefficient in general. And I don't know. I just think we move on and go for somebody different that can play point guard next to Peterson, Ace Bailey. The rest of the positions are figured out, definitely. It's worried about our point guard and defense. Our best defender right now is Bam Adebayo. He's a center for us, so defense will improve. But with this 14th pick, I do want to make a trade instead of drafting with it. But we can't make a sign and trade for Isaiah Collier until after in free agency, obviously. So I think what we'll do is we'll wait till after the draft. We have some salaries as well to use. So, all right. The 14th pick in the draft, I guess we'll draft like the best player here, so all-star starter. Does anybody have Hall of Fame ceiling? Let's look through rankings. So, King Gibson starter. I don't want to take a guy with starter ceiling. So, I might as well take Ryan Hampton. So, Ryan Hampton's going to be the best player here. Welcome to the team. And then with the second round pick, we'll draft this guy. We might use him in a trade. These guys will probably be using trades. I want two-way because I might trade him, like I said. So, Ryan Hampton with a 74 overall. We're going to accept Ace Bailey. Bam Adebayo will be a free agent this year. Darren Peterson, Walter Clayton, and Kobe P. I'm going to accept. Isaiah Collier, I'm going to extend. Connect. I do want to re-sign him, though. He's actually a pretty good shooter. And then Filipowski, I do want back. So we're going to have to spend some money this offseason, definitely. Collier, we're going to sign and trade him. We're going to re-sign Filipowski, Connect, and Bam Adebayo. Adebayo has offers, man. So we're going to have to pay him a lot of money, which I am fine with doing, I guess. So Bam Adebayo should resound with us, and then Connect only adds for $8 million. We'll definitely, if we can get him for $8 million or like $9 million for 4 years, it's a steal of a contract. And then Filipowski, and then Collier, I'm going to sign him now so we can do the sign and trade. So we're going to overpay a little bit so we can obviously get a good player that's making a lot of money. So like $25 million is fine in my opinion. We'll flat rate it. Then we'll offer in the Filipowski. We'll come back in just a second. Does he have any offers? No, not yet. Not any good offers. But after we do this, okay, he's getting offers. Never mind. Is he restricted? He is. We can match his offer from the Warriors. Warriors, Blazers, and Bulls want our guy. But I'm going to re-sign the floor spacing big, or match the contract, as I should say. And then we should get everybody back. Now it's time to sign and trade Isaiah Collier away. This is going to be my second sign and trade video. We could do it because right now we are below the second apron. Trade options, we got Darius Garland and LaMelo Ball. It'll probably be the most realistic at this point of time. So LaMelo Ball obviously can get you 10 assists on a night. He doesn't have to score that much, obviously. Score like what? I'd say 18 to 22 points and this average, a good amount of assists. And then obviously John Moran would be cool as well. He can do a lot. But and then Darius Garland, like I said, he obviously won't score too much. He needs a great playmaker. So yeah, and then I guess John Moran too, realistically. Maybe even Trae Young. But obviously, I don't know if they really help our defensive struggles. None of these guys will help our defensive struggles, honestly. But I'm looking for a point guard. So you even have to play defense. Halliburton was my dream, but I don't see that happening. So those are my two options I want to go after. Hopefully they're both like not contending, because if they won't be able to get them. Cavaliers are buying, so Garland's available for a trade. The Hornets are rebuilding too, so both of them are available for a trade. Maxey is somebody interested in as well, but I feel like he's more of a scoring guard, not really a playmaking guard. So do I want Garland or LaMelo? It's been a minute I trade for Garland. His contract matches up just about perfectly with Isaiah Collier. He's somebody I can get. And then LaMelo Ball making obviously 40s, so it'll be hard to get his money. We'd have to throw $15 extra million in there. So it might have to be Sensabaugh, honestly. I'm cool with doing it. We did select Ryan Hampton, forgot about him. So Isaiah Collier, Ryan Hampton, and then probably Sensabaugh money, like I said, if we want to do that. Caesar Nunez, he get off the team. So LaMelo Ball, Darius Garland, I actually don't know. I guess LaMelo Ball is 6'7", so He might be able to play some better defense than Garland. Is kind of what I'm thinking of right now. But his defense is a B. LaMelo's defense is a B also. So I really don't know at this point. Probably the better player, so I'll go after him. So Collier, Ryan Hampton, Cesar Nunez, and then a first round pick in 2029. We're trading our 29 for which is risky, and then anything else we could throw in here. Judge Sampson, and then is this enough? I doubt. I don't think it's enough. Wow, it's enough. Okay, LaMelo Ball, welcome to the Utah Jazz. You'll be a perfect fit with your playmaking. Is this? We got our point guard. We have our rotation filled. Now all we need is some depth because injuries are gonna happen. So I'll look this on. I'll apply like some depth, like I said. So backup power forwards, we can sound great. So Colin Murray Bowles is sitting here in free agency. Really intrigued to throw him a contract, but I mean, why not, right? He'd be a backup power forward for us. That's kind of what we need at this point. So Colin Murray Boyles sitting here in free agency. I mean, sure. Let's sign him to a contract. So Colin Murray Boyles, hopefully he signs. Do they have any offers coming in? No. Colin Murray Boyles will sign. Now, we'll sign like Ty Jerome for depth. Jalen Martin is sitting here, 24 years old. Sure. Okay, I guess we can't sign him. Ben Shepard, Tanner Shane really doesn't matter to me too much. Shannon is actually restricted for us, so what is off from a contract? And then Clint Capella as a third string center. I'll sign like one more player just in case. That's going to be enough. That was a lot of players. We'll sign one more player for this one more extra depth piece. We'll sign AJ Green, Jake LaRavia. We'll sign Jake LaRavia. Give me a good minimum contract, guys. So Jake LaRavia, and then player progression is coming up now. Okay, so we got Ace Bailey going up to a 92, Darren Peterson going up to a 90, Lowell Ball's up to a 90, Otto Biles up to an 89, Phil's up to an 84, Walter Clayton's up to an 83, Christian Collins up to an 82, Kobe Pete's up to an 81. The only guys regressing like the pieces we just signed for agency, so I'm not too mad about that. But all right, we got depth, we got firepower. Defense, one of our main concerns about. Definitely think our defense did upgrade. Obviously, play progression obviously is key to our success. So. All right, 2029 draft class is coming in now. 2029 season is coming in now. Power ranking lands is 4th. We are running a balanced system. Could be better anywhere else. We can run like a pace and space system, and I guess people. Okay, the problem is they want to start Colin Murray Boyles. Yeah, why do they want to start Colin Murray Boyles? Christian Collins is obviously the way better player. What does 2K have against our guy Christian Collins, man? I don't get it, but we'll start him. Look at the proficiency now. So either pace and space or balance. I guess we'll run the balance system. So okay, we got LaMelo Ball, Darren Peterson, Ace Bailey, Christian Collins. This is the starting five for this league. We haven't really had a like big injury coming, like no torn Achilles, ACL. Filipowski is the 6-man. Clayton, Connect, Kobe Pete, and then Sensabai is your 10-man rotation heading into the season. So I really do like this rotation, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Shots in the season. So Ace, Bailey, and Peterson already have 99 shots. Oh, that's LaMelo Ball. I'm gonna push LaMelo Ball down a little bit. It's like at 87. We don't have to have him taking that many shots. Like at 86. We're not taking that many shots. Nothing crazy. I want Peterson and Ace Bailey to go crazy. So Ace Bailey already had 99 everything, and then. Yeah, it's kind of what I'm looking at. Collins already has a high tendency. So many guys with a high tendency, man. Collins have to take that many shots, though. So, all right, we'll just see how this works. We'll see you at the end of the season. As your MVP at the end of the season, Roger Ricky, the Caleb Wilson 6-man. But at the end of the season, the Duke Bureau most improved. Shout out to the Lakers legend there, man. But we ended up finishing off as the number 2 seed in the Western Conference. So, we're a playoff team, and it only took a couple of seasons. We're finally in the playoffs, man. Player stats, we had about 24.5 from Mace Bailey, 21 from Darren Peterson, 18 from LaMelo Ball, 9 assists per game. So almost 10 assists, 15 from Bam, 14 from Christian Collins, 11.5 from Kobe Pete. So Green Collins' points per game did go down. So we have a bunch of scores. We don't really need him to score too much. 11.5 from Kobe Pete. So we finally got a consistent rotation role. He's been really good, man. 11.5 from Connect. He dealt with a broken left ankle. He only played 41 games, but he will return in 1 to 2 weeks. So Filipowski with 8, 7 from Clayton, 6 from Sensabai, Comrie Bowles with 4, then 4 from Ty Jerome. But we are fully healthy, which is also good as well. So we're not dealing with any injuries other than Connect, obviously. Other than that, we are fully healthy. So I'm gonna go 9-man rotation, shrink the bench rotation down to a 25. Do something like that. We just go 8-man rotation since about when we play in 8 minutes. So I'm going to keep him. He could be pretty good for us. So we got the Lakers in round 1. So AJ Mitchell, Bronny James, RJ Barrett on. Is Luka Doncic hurt? Or did he just leave the team? He left this team. Wow, Luka Doncic left. This team is still really good. So All right, so against the Lakers in round one, we are gonna go ahead and beat them at 5 to play the Memphis Grizzlies. So as Connect returned, he is day to day now. He'll be back in this series. So against Memphis, John Morant, somebody's considering trading for. Obviously, he had a really good season. Cedric Coward, Jalen Wall, Jaren Jackson, Zach Edey, Caleb Wilson, J.D. Jackson, Malik Monk, Washington, and Noah Koloko. So game one, we're gonna take Connect has returned. Game two, we're gonna take game three and please sweep them. No, we cannot beat them at 5. Yes, we can beat them at 5, and we got Dallas. So forgot all about this team, man. All right, Kyrie Irving. They do have Johnny Davis starting two guard. That's the thing. They have Johnny Davis. Somebody's hurt. I know for a fact, Meister. There's no way Johnny. Dude, what happened to Johnny Davis? This guy was really like the what? He was a top 10 pick. This guy was supposed to be good. Um, I don't know, man. But are they dealing with any type of injury, or is this really starting Johnny Davis? They are really just starting Johnny. Let's Kaden Boozer if they're starting small shooting guard or something. Let's see. So no, they really have Johnny Davis, but we'll see if we get beat the Dallas Mavericks. It's gonna be hard. I'm already knowing. So we'll see if we get it done. Game one, Dallas will take. Game two, Dallas will take. Game three, we're gonna take. Game four, we even it up. Nope, 3-1, and Dallas gonna beat us at 5. So of course, the Mavericks, man, the Mavericks go on to sweep, beat Atlanta Hawks in 6 games. So Julius Randle retires. I'm guessing because of this injury or just because of old age. But I mean, he is 34. I don't know. But all right. Heading into the draft lottery now, I don't even think we have a pick in the draft, which sounds crazy for the Utah Jazz sake, but we're a contender now. We obviously are focused on winning championships, not building to the draft anymore. Our pick goes to the Cavaliers, our second round pick goes to the Hornets. So, okay, Thomas will remain the head coach, skip straight past the draft and go to team player options. Peterson, Collins, and Kobe P all welcome back. Clayton and Ace Bailey are two guys I do want back on the team, although Clayton has kind of been quite underwhelming, I will say that. See Walter Clayton. I mean, he's really wasn't efficient that last year, and he had a career low. But I guess the burdens of LaMelo Ball kind of didn't really do good for him. But re-sign Clayton, re-sign Melo Ball, re-sign Ace Bailey. They don't have money to do all this. Okay, Clayton literally wants to go to the Timberwolves anyway, but I'm still gonna match it. We have money for this? Okay, we do, but we're probably above the second eighth after this. I wanted to win before Ace Bailey's extension, but I should know I weren't able to do that. Peterson is next year, so gotta make the most of this. So LaMelo Ball, Clayton, Peterson connect, Ace Bailey, Kobe Pete, Sensabaugh, Christian Collins, Conor Murray Bowles, and then we'll look to sign probably some debt pieces, like I said once again. So AJ Mitchell, sign him, Tristan De Silva, and then we'll bring in was have to be Isaiah Hartenstein. Screw, we'll sign Joel Embiid. Let's see if we can get Joel Embiid a championship before he retires or does whatever he has to do. AJ Mitchell, and then Miles McBride. And that'll be our last move in free agency. Let's go straight to player progression. Ace, Bale, and Peterson are both up. Christian Collins is up 5 overalls. Khalid Pete's up 3 overalls. Clayton is up. Connect is up, and then we got Sensabaugh going up. We got Conor Murray Bowles going up as well. Embiid is regressing, but he looks like a veteran locker room presence here. Did he start last year? He did. Or wait, 28-29. Last year was 28-29, right? Last year was 28-29. Okay. All right. I'll probably go like 2, maybe 3 more seasons left on this rebuild. Probably 2 though. 3 is kind of crazy now that we're in the year like what 20. By the end of the year 2030. By the Dallas 2030 draft class. What I'm hoping for is to bring a championship home. I feel like we won last year if it wasn't for Dallas, but we're gonna have to deal with them now. I'm like so used to it now. LaMelo, Peterson, Ace Bailey, Collins, Bam, Filipowski, Kobe Pete, Clayton, Connect, and that'll be our rotation. I guess we're in 10th spot, and then running a balanced system. See you guys at the end of the season. Wembanyama is your MVP at the end of this season, but as you can see, we won 69 games this season. I might have skipped too fast. We went 69-13 on the season. Best in the league. Wow, the East was terrible, bro. But all right, you love to see it. Player stats: we had about 23 from Ace Bailey, 22 from Darren Peterson, 19 from LaMelo, 18 from Collins, 14 from Pete, 13 from Bam. 9.5 from Connect. He has ruptured his right Achilles out for the season. Walter Clayton's a broken vertebrae. I mean, he's not really doing nothing crazy anyway, so he'll be out 6 to 8 weeks. So without 2 rotational players, which sucks. Without Connect shooting in the series, which does suck, but I feel like we'll be pretty solid without them, though. But we will go 8-man rotation in the playoffs now that we're dealing with those injuries. So those are our 8th and 10th guys, I'm pretty sure. or 9 to 10 guys, my bad. And now we got the Oklahoma City Thunder round one. So Shea, Arenas, Alex Garabin, Lyndall Cosby, Sorber, Lamont, Gabe Neesmith, and Trent Dunn. So against the Thunder, we are gonna go and sweep them to play the Minnesota Timberwolves. So they got Chucky Hepburn at point guard, Anthony Edwards, Liam McNeely, Hans Steinbich, Botch. We got Nas Reed, Miles Bridges, not Miles Bridges, Miles Turner, JT Toppin, Desmond Bain, Hutch Shafino, and then are they fully healthy? They might be missing Traore. I don't know if that really matters too much. We can go and check, I guess. So Nolan Traore is out for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He is out for or yes, the Thunder were actually missing their players. They were actually missing Jalen Williams and Chad. I didn't even see that. I wasn't paying attention. But Nolan Traore out for 2 to 4 weeks. They're gonna take game one. Are we healthy right now though? Okay. Val Filipowski did injure his finger. They're gonna take game one though. We're gonna even it up. We're up 2 to 1. We're up 3 to 1, and we're going to beat them at 5 to play the Dallas Mavericks. So the Mavericks now, Gene Hardy, Cam Mercer, Cooper Flag, Bobby Porter, Derek Lively. Dude, this is a Cooper Flag. This is the Cooper Flag. He's literally carrying. Who else is playing? I think Gene Hardy's out in 20. Of course he is. Cam Mercer is, I guess, playing good. Somebody's mentioned. It has to be Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is here. This is 76 overall now. How washed can you be now? Kyrie Irving is a 76 overall. He must be injured. AD and Kyrie might be injured. I'm going to lie with you. Anthony Davis. Okay, Kyrie Irving tore his left Achilles. He is out for this season. Lively is injured with a hip injury, but he is recovering. He's playing through it. But wow, no Kyrie Irving for this series. Hopefully this will take advantage of us. Hopefully we can take advantage of it. Let's see what we can do. Clayton, when is he coming back? 2 to 4 weeks. So probably back in the finals. They're going to still take game one, though, man. So Hardy literally just dropped 43 points and that's 9 threes. I'm guessing they want to bench me on a buyout. I'm not doing that for Kyle Filipowski. So we'll see if we can tie it up and win game two. Hop in the Simcast here. 126 to 1 there. We're going to win this one, which is nice. All right, game three. Tied up 1-1 now at this point. We're about to see right now if we can get the job done. So far, it's a pretty close game. Dallas has the lead, and they are. I mean, it's a close game. This game could go any way, but Dallas is gonna win it by 1 point. Man, did we miss a game when? Wait, somebody. I'm wondering why. What's his name was playing Bryson, but I guess he actually is in the rotation now. Never mind. I don't know why I thought he wasn't in the rotation. I thought somebody got hurt, but yeah, Bryson's about to in the rotation. So all right, they're up 2 to 1 now. It's time to see what's about to happen right now. So far we have the lead. All you need is hold on to it, and we are gonna win the game. 119 to 113. Tied up 2 to 2. Time to see if we can go ahead and go 3 to 2. This is a big game here. So big game 5 in Utah. We have the lead. Just hold it, and we're gonna get it done. 121 to 103. We're up 3 to 2 now, and heading into game 6, we should have all the momentum in the world. We are in Dallas though. We have the lead. Never mind. It's a close game. We're going to win it. Thank goodness we beat the Mavericks, man. Now, I do feel like if Kyrie Irving was playing, it probably want to win a different direction. But I think with another injury as well, I could have sworn something like Cam Mercer broke his toe, and he was actually a pretty good player for them. But he wasn't playing in that game either. So maybe if Kyrie was playing, maybe it would have been different because he was averaging 20 points. Now we got the Detroit Pistons in the final. So Cade Cunningham, Cam Whitmore, they got 270 overalls in starting 5. They gotta be injured right now. There's no way this is their real team. This team isn't that good. This team isn't really that good at all. They have to be just banged up. So Asar's injured and Cameron Thomas is injured. Asar had to be their starting small forward. So Pistons, Asar Thompson, he's out for this season on a left hand fracture. Cameron Thomas dislocated left patella. He's out for 1 to 2, so he actually is going to return. And this guy's a dog in 2K, so I don't know. This series can go either way. Just depends when Cameron Thomas will come back. We need to win game 1 and game 2, though. So game 1, we're going to take. Great win. Game 2, Whitmore only had 37. How much is he averaging? He's playing like a superstar right now. Game 2, we're going to win that as well. So far, so good. Whitmore, what is going on, man? All right, game 3, they're going to take game 3. Cade Cunningham with 41. Cameron Thomas has returned. He just dropped 32 on us. So, yeah. At least we won game 1 and game 2 before he get returned, right? Game 3, they're going to move it up 2 to 2, man. They have so many scoring options. Their defense Their defense is that good. They have so many scoring options. If Asar was playing, we'd probably be losing the series right now. But tied up 2-2, big game five. We have the lead. It's a close game. It's a really close one. They're gonna win it, bro. They're gonna win it. They're gonna get it done, man. Christian Collins decided to take a 2-pointer instead of a 3-pointer. Like, what are you doing, bro? We're down 3-2 now. We're on the verge of getting eliminated. So I don't love our chances. In Detroit, too, they have momentum. It's a close game, though, heading into the fourth quarter. Just hold on to the lead and run away with it. And we are 125 to 105, 30 from Ace Bailey, 25 from Cade and Whitmore. All right. Game 7 for the NBA champions. They want to switch up the starting five completely. They want to play Bam and Filipowski together and bench Christian Collins. I don't hate this. I ain't gonna lie, I don't hate it. Bam can play power forward, and I don't know. I like it. So far, we have the lead. Hold on to it. Do not the Pistons come back into this game. And we are going to win the championship 137 to 116. We got it done. Finals MVP does go to Daryl Peterson. So we also won the championship without a rotation. I guess Walter Clayton did end up coming back. Connect was hurt, though. He's the only guy that was hurt for us. So we got it done. We won the championship. So we officially brought the Utah Jazz a championship after trading Lauri Markkanen. How do you guys feel about this rebuild? Definitely think it was a pretty good one. Pretty realistic in my opinion as well. Will the Jazz trade for Bam and LaMelo Ball? I don't know, but I like how this rebuild went. The draft picks really ended up being a good part of this video. Like Darren Peterson was a great draft pick. Ace Bailey ended up being a great draft pick for the Jazz too. Kobe P ended up being a good draft pick. And some other guys as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And have a great day or night. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.